A very good morning to my dear students and welcome to the digital world of Sri Rama Bharati Public School. I'm your computer teacher Vandana Singhal is here to teach you some part of your syllabus. But before we proceed further, I want to make sure that you are keeping fit and fine in this tough times of coronavirus. So without wasting time, let's discuss that what parts we will be covering in the video. These chapter I have divided into two parts. The first part contains the basic concepts of the computer networks. That means after doing this part 1, you will be well versed with advantages and disadvantages of a computer network. You will be covering internet topologies. Then we can discuss about internet of things. We can discuss about various network devices. Okay, so let's start with our chapter, that is computer networks. In this video I am going to share with you what are the various types of network topologies we have and the disadvantages and advantages related to the same. Thank you. Computer networks, Unit 3, Part 1. Topics covered in this part are definition of computer networks, advantages and disadvantages, various network topologies, various kind of networks like client server, peer-to-peer, LAN, MAN, WAN, etc., network devices, cloud computing, and last but not the least, Internet of Things. So let's start. What is computer network? A network is a collection of interconnected autonomous computing devices so as to exchange information or share resources. What is a collection of interconnected autonomous computing devices? Yes, here we are talking about the various computers, various workstation, various nodes. When we combine together, when we connect together using various mediums, for example, transmission mediums, wireless medium or wireless medium, we call it as a computer network. Now, what are the advantages of a network? Why we arrange our computers in a network? Because with the help of this network help us in the resource sharing. If I attached one printer in the network, so other computer, other workstation can use the same printer. One file can be stored at one computer, that is the server, and rest users or the rest nodes can use that file. Share storage, yes, important operating system, important software, hardwares can be stored on the server, and rest of the system, rest of the workstation can share that storage. Improved communication between the devices, centralized backup. What is the meaning of a centralized backup? For example, I want to take a backup or I want to save some important files from my computer. So I don't need to go at one computer. I can take it that backup from one single system, that is a server. Other advantages, other applications of the internet or the network are too much. Video conferencing, email, e-learning, e-banking, there are n number of advantages of a network. What are the disadvantages? Lack of robustness, security issue, and cost of the network. Advantages are too much, so we will not consider in detail the disadvantages of the computer network. Then comes the important part of our syllabus. Without this, we won't be able to do questions, that is network topologies or structure of a network. Our computers can be arranged in many forms. We can arrange our workstation in many ways. We can arrange them in a kind of a ring. We can arrange them in a kind of a star. We can arrange them in a kind of a tree. So, the geometrical arrangement of a computer resources, network devices along with the communication channel is known as network topology. Communication channel, it can be a wireless channel or it can be a wireless channel, that means Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, etc. So now my network topologies can be divided into two parts, physical topologies and logical topologies. Now we will discuss in detail that what is physical topology. Network topologies are divided into two parts. We have done this thing, physical topology and logical topology. In physical topologies, we will decide the physical layouts of the various workstation, that where I want to place my workstation, how they are arranged. Whereas in the logical topologies, we will decide that how my data flows, how my information flows between two different computers. So in detail in this particular video we will be discussing about physical topologies. Now, as I previously said, your computers can be arranged in many kind of geometrical arrangement. Out of that, the first arrangement is bus topology. What is a bus topology? Just see the diagram here. In the bus topology, we have one common link or a one common cable which is having a kind of a terminator or a kind of a end at one side, and the other side is having a transmitter or a receiver. Rest all the nodes, rest all the computers are attached to that single communication line. That means there should be a kind of a joint between these single cable. Nodes are connected through a common communication media like a diagram given below. So in this way, your computers are arranged in a bus topology. Coming to the advantages and disadvantages of the bus topology. Bus topology is easy to install. It requires a minimum cable. Disadvantages: difficult to reconnect, difficult to find the problems, and difficult to add new devices. Break stops if all the all the transmission of data. Yes, advantages of bus topology: it is very easy to attach many computers with a single communication link. And as we are using only one cable, so obviously the cost of arrangement is also reduced. Disadvantage: reconnection. If any of the connection get disrupted, so it is really difficult to reconnect it. Difficult to find the problem, because we are not able to find that which workstation is actually creating a problem in such kind of topology. Similarly, it is very difficult to add new devices as well. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of bus topology. Next come star topology. As you can see in the diagram, a one single device, a one single hardware which is known as hub, and rest all the workstations are attached to the single hardware in the form of star. Here in this star topology, we have the main working part is the hub, and all other computers are connected to this particular device. The central device is the main work, or the hub is the main thing which we use in the star topology. We can have many kind of a hub, like active hub, intelligent hub, and the passive hub also. Advantages and disadvantages of the star topology: it is less expensive than mesh. Mesh we will discuss later on. It is easy to install and easy to configure. If any link fails, the network still function. Yes, because in the hub we have many ports at the back, and if any port, if any one of the port stops working, rest all can work fine. So there is no chance of the breakage of the interconnection, or there is no chance of disruption of the connection. If any link fails, the network still function. Disadvantage of star topology: yes, because hub is the main thing, hub is the main backbone of the star topology. By any case, if hub stops working, our complete network will destroyed. Then comes ring topology. Every computer is connected in a network, is next to in the form of a ring, and each transmit the signal. The message flows around ring in one direction, either anti-clockwise or either clockwise. So in this way our transmission flows from one computer to another, then another, then another, and finally to the server. So advantages of the ring topology: easy to install, easy to configure, easy to detect a problem. Disadvantage of the ring topology: if any system in between any two connecting nodes, signals, or any two connected computers will get they can be any kind of disruption in that, so that means my whole system get dead because of that. At the last we have mesh topology. In the mesh topology, separate cable is used to connect each device to other device. See, in this topology we have redundant links. That means one computer can have multiple links with other computers. So if any connection between the two computer, any one connection between the two computer get disrupted, so rest of the network can work, because we are having a redundant means repetition. There is a repeated links, there is a repeated connection of one computer to another computer. Advantage of the mesh topology: it avoid traffic since each link can carry its own data and none are being shared. If any one link breaks, the rest of the network is still functional. If any one of the links breaks, obviously because we have a repeated links here. Easy to detect a problem in the network by discovering which device is having problems and examining that the link that connects to it. That means in this particular topology, it is easy to detect that which computer is actually not responding. So disadvantages: the lot of cables are needed because we have a redundant connection, we have a redundant or links between computer. Too many cables means too much cost. Obviously the cost, we cannot more cables are used, so that means the cost automatically increases. And if there are more and more cables, obviously there is a kind of a complex network which is very difficult to understand. See children, why we are discussing these topology in your syllabus, or I am giving this much stress on this kind of topology. We do have certain questions in which some kind of a infrastructure is given to you, and you have to identify that how you can arrange the computer, you being a network administrator, and you are given a task that how you can arrange a set of computers in minimal cost of cable or distance. So that we will be discussing in the later on videos. I hope you like this video, and please don't forget to see the next part. In the next part we will be covering about the network devices. Thank you.